Hello, everyone. Good day, and welcome to the Monday edition of One Global Movement Building Hopes and Dreams, where we come together to build the hopes and dreams of children, young people, and women worldwide. Thank you guys so much for being here and for watching. And thank you for commenting, for subscribing, and also putting the big thumbs up. We are speaking from our hearts, where we speak with heart to help children to eradicate hunger, help young people and women to eradicate hunger, illiteracy, and poverty. And thank you guys so much for always being here to support us. And thanks to the volunteers and those that are working behind the scene to make sure that we make this a reality and to also help me to be able to talk about these things. So thank you guys so much. And let us keep doing this because the issues concerning women and children and young people in the world, it's something that needs consistency, something that needs to be done all the time. Let me turn my phone down here. And so with you here together, we can empower this population to not just defeat hunger, illiteracy, and poverty, but also to build generational wealth. So today, Monday, January 20th, we're in a mantle of hope, revolution, inspiration. And the theme today is um, the God who gives life to the dead and calls into being things that were not. And so this quote is taken from Romans 4:17, Romans chapter 4:17, that says, as it is written, I have made you a father of many nations. He is our Father in the sight of God, in whom we believe, or in whom he believed, the God who gives life to the dead and calls into being things that were not. And in the spirit of One Global Movement, we speak life into the dreams, the hopes and dreams of children, and the hopes and dreams of women and young people worldwide, believing that what seems impossible is already being made possible. What seems impossible, we are here to look for ways to make it already being possible for women and children worldwide. So just as faith calls the unseen, you use your faith to call things that you don't see into reality. One Global Movement envisions a world without hunger, a world free of hunger, a world that children have a choice, a world without illiteracy, a world where every child can learn how to read and write and to be able to navigate their world and to be able to look for resources that can help them to build on their hopes and their dreams. A world free of poverty, declaring that the future of hope is here and now. The future of hope is here and now, not thinking that it is something that is still going to come. That is why we are calling it into existence, as if it was already here to make things possible. Because when you do that, things begin to come your way that you never expected. So One Global Movement stands as a beacon of hope, calling forth generational change and prosperity, knowing that with faith, even the unseen becomes unstoppable progress. With faith, even what we don't see becomes unstoppable progress. We are the voice that transforms silence into songs of hope, the hands that build bridges where none existed before. This is the legacy of One Global Movement inspired by divine power. Through One Global Movement, we declare abundance where there is lack, freedom where there is oppression, and joy where there is sorrow, bringing the unseen blessings into visible reality. Visible reality, things that you can touch, things that you can see with your mind's eye, things that you can feel, things that you can hear, knowing that they are there. So, like the God who calls things into existence, One Global Movement calls upon humanity to rise together, to transform together, and to create a world filled with hope and opportunity when we come together. Faith moves mountains, right? And one global movement moves hearts to believe in the future where every child, every young person, every woman thrives beyond what the eye can see. We're not talking about the physical eye. You have to, first of all, believe it within you, in your heart, and have the faith. See it with your mind's eye before it can come into reality, before you can begin to see it with your physical eye. We are called to speak life. We are called to speak life, to ignite the hopes and dreams, and to declare that a brighter world is not just possible, it is inevitable. This is the heartbeat of one global movement, as it is written, I have made you a father of many nations. He is our father in the sight of God, in whom he believed, the God who gives life to the dead and calls into being things that were not, as though they are already here. This is how the things will begin to come. So this highlights God's power to create and to transform, and emphasizing Abraham's faith in the Lord's promises. It inspires believers to really trust in God's ability to bring life into situations that seem lifeless, and to manifest what seems impossible to become possible in our mind's eye. So what are the key takeaways uh, for young people, for women and children, young people in particular? What are the key takeaway from this quote, calling things into existence? God can do the impossible. We all know that. Otherwise, I would not be here speaking today, because I didn't know that I would be at this point where I will heal and be able to speak because of a work-related injury. So God can do the impossible. And just as he used Abraham to impact many nations, he has a plan and purpose for every child and every young person. They should have faith, all of us. And it starts with us, the parents. When we have faith, we are also teaching our children and our young ones, our young adults, the young minds, to also have faith. And we trust in God's power and believe that their lives can bring blessings, not just to themselves, but to others. So we have to believe it in what seems impossible. We need to believe this verse teaches that God has the power to bring forth things that do not yet exist. He has that power. He does. Why? Because before God created us in our mother's womb, he had already written our future even before we were born. And so he has that power to really bring things that seem impossible and make it possible for us right now, calling them, not waiting for tomorrow, not waiting for next year, calling them right now and bringing them into existence. So it's a lesson that things can come to be, to be, to be, to be. Things can really come to be in existence through our belief and perseverance, and they should keep and they should keep their hopes alive. I'm talking about children here and young people. Keep your hopes alive in uncertain circumstances. And then we have to have faith beyond limits. Our faith we shouldn't just have faith today and not have it tomorrow and expect that we already did it today, and so it's going to cover up for tomorrow. Every day is a day of faith. And how do you do that? Abraham trusted God's promises even when they seemed unlikely, like they were not going to come true, considering his age. This teaches young people the importance of trusting in a power greater than themselves, reminding young people that faith isn't about what we see, but it is about trusting what God can do beyond our sight. And this is what is called faith. And how do you do that? You practice it every day, reading the word of God, doing good, kindness, helping one another, covering your day with prayers when you wake up from bed. That should be the first thing, not turning to your phone and opening your phone or the other things. Because if God did not give you that power, if He did not write your destiny, you will not be able to be touching that phone or opening it. So the power of words is another point. You know, Romans 4:17 shows that God's words have the power to create reality. This is a reminder to young people that their words matter too. What they say, how they laugh, how they say it, whether they are writing it on a piece of paper or they're saying it verbally, it matters too. They can learn to speak life, positivity, and kindness into their own lives and others' lives, and knowing that what they say can influence their actions and impact others. Speak life into your own existence. Speak life into yourself. Speak those affirmations. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am wonderfully created. I have greatness within me. If others have done it, I too can do it. I have what it takes to do these things. This is how you speak life into your own existence. You don't wait for others to do that. You can do it by yourself. So God's plan is bigger than our plan, is what we need to know. God made Abraham a father of many nations according to his own plan, not Abraham's plan. We can plan everything that we want to, but it's not going to happen by our own might or intelligence. We have to put it into the hands of God, lay these things at his feet. This encourages young people to trust in a purpose bigger than their current situation, knowing that even if they don't see the full picture, there is a divine plan at work in their lives, even when they don't see it, because it is spiritual. So hope is in the face of challenges. How does that happen? God's ability to give life to the dead. We saw it in this verse. His ability to give life to the dead shows that no situation is hopeless. No situation is hopeless. It might make you a little bit uncomfortable when you think that you're going to succeed and you didn't succeed the way that you wanted it, or you wanna also be popular and it didn't happen the way that you wanted. Know that it happens that way for a reason. There is always a lesson to learn in a situation where things did not happen the way that we wanted it. We just have to take the time, the patience, have faith, and knowing that when it is God's ordained time, it will happen. For children and young people facing tough situations, maybe in studies, in school, or maybe in trying to find an internship and you're not getting it yet, or maybe, just maybe, you didn't get the grade that you so wanted to get in school. Maybe, just maybe, you did not eat enough food, or you didn't even eat the healthy food that you deserve, so that you can have the brain power and strength that you need to focus on your studies. Know that there is always a way out. Just believe and have the faith. When it is God's time, things will happen. And this is a call for action to all parents and caregivers and adults around children, that we need to come all hands on deck to see what we can do to help children that are going through challenging situations like this, so that they can focus to build on their hopes and their dreams. So this lesson can be comfortable and empowering, teaching children that to have hope and patience, trusting that things can improve or even transform, and things can ripple to a whole new level that they least expected. So in sharing these lessons, young people can be inspired to nurture faith, to nurture positivity and resilience, confidence in their potential to contribute positively to the world with their own words, actions, and hope, not just only to themselves. Because when you, first of all, empower yourself, and it starts with you and it starts within, But more so, and most importantly, it starts with us, the parents. We are those that have to be the role model to set these examples for these children to follow. And let us always start very young, from day one, even from the stomach. What are you speaking? What kind of words are you speaking to your unborn baby? And when that baby comes out, within the first 1 minute of breath, when that baby is placed into your arms, what are you telling that baby is what matters. It starts right there. And so I am calling for action on all of us, on all organizations, on each and every one, parents, caregivers, and lovers of children. Even if you don't have a child, you have nieces and nephews, you have children in your community that you can help somehow. So I am calling for actions so that together we can transform the lives of women, young people, and children worldwide. Thank you guys so much for listening. Always share, like, and subscribe in order to help us to continue to spread the gospel of One Global Movement, to help young people, women, and children to defeat hunger, illiteracy, and poverty. Until next time, stay focused. I love you all. Bye-bye.